Yes. Well, we're probably a little solemn at this point. I know everyone's worried about Tommy Robinson and what's going to happen next, and worried about freedom, worried about everything. There's a lot of conflicts and a lot of tensions coming up. And if the government thinks they're going to eliminate the tensions and the headaches by trying to put Tommy Robinson away, ho ho. If the UK government thinks they're going to get rid of their problems and their political headaches by trying to put Tommy Robinson away, ho ho, they're just beginning. Just beginning. So I know a lot of great people like Alex Jones and Ezra Levant have been working hard to try to figure out some ways to, to protect Tommy, get justice, and of course the average people they're organizing a huge march. So that's something. I know Tommy even requested asylum in America. Like I said, I don't know what all the diplomatic things involved there, but it would have been nice if he could have got it. And I was going to say, aren't there any other countries he could try to apply for asylum in? Like Russia, Poland, Hungary, Israel, any of the other ones that are more sympathetic to conservative causes and to freedom. So that's the point, and, surely, the next other option I would think of just hiding away someplace like Anne Frank. Of course, that didn't end too well for them, but I mean, there's probably other families that did hide out the war, or what, as it were. But now talking about the movement, Tommy's movement as a whole. Well, it started off as, a patriotic movement to stop the Islamification of Great Britain, I guess Europe, and also especially about the rape gangs, getting justice for the victims of rape and stopping these criminals. Because the law is not stopping them. There should be one law for everyone, no matter what. There's no protected classes that are allowed to commit crimes. One law for everyone. So the British law was not being carried out. Justice was not being gotten for these girls. So that's how it started off with Tommy. It started off as a patriotic movement and a movement against government corruption and against pedophile rings. Okay, now what it has become a worldwide free speech movement and freedom of the press. That's what it has become. It's still all the beginning things, the patriotism, the justice, the corruption, the cleaning things up. And then now it's also become a free speech issue. And it's worldwide. It happened last year, and now here we are again. It's happening again. And apparently the UK government, like I said, they don't care if they're not following their laws. They don't care if the British lion is clawless and toothless, an old bag of bones. They don't care if the whole country loses face. They don't care because they're leftists. And I'm sure there's some, now the bad conservatives are people who have been infected by the left. People who say they're conservative, but they really are the same as the left, and they hold all left-wing views. Speaking of those fakers, how about the story of UKIP refusing to work with Gerard Batten because he was a friend of Tommy Robinson? Well, so that's going to be the end of that of UKIP. Their problem is they have no identity, and they are now just exactly the same as, the mainstream parties. They're exactly the same, no difference. And that's why you can't have a party that's no difference. So now For Britain is going to pick up a lot of new members that have left the UKIP. I mean, for a while there, UKIP was doing okay. I mean, like Sargon of Akkad was doing a good job of stimulating conversations and things. But now they're coming out and pulling this stunt. They're refusing to stand up for freedom, refusing to stand up for free speech, refusing to stand up for equal justice. They're just nothing but a bunch of fakers. So, too bad for UKIP. They seem like they had something going for them, but they're just not willing to make the stands, and without making the stands, why should anyone vote for them? Seriously, why? Anyway, so yes, I've watched a lot of Anne Marie Waters' videos, and she does a great job. She makes a great stand. And we need more people like her. And so hopefully now at her party we'll get a chance to take off the members of UKIP who really want to change, and the members who want to just be the same as everybody else can go join the Brexit party, I guess, and be done with it. Regardless of what the sentence is, we are going to keep on raising a stink, and we're going to keep on fighting no matter how long we have to. Because like I said, this is a free speech issue, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And underneath it is the corruption, which is all part of the problem. So the corruption and the free speech issue. So we're not going to go away. We're going to keep fighting. And like I said, and God forbid, even if you know, something would happen to Tommy, if he would get killed, we're still going on. So the left is not going to win. The fight is going to continue. The fight to protect Europe, the fight to protect children, and the fight to protect freedom. So it is going to continue. Like I said, each of us in the Tommy movement, we all are Tommies, you know? I am Tommy Robinson. And it's up to us we don't need to just wait for him to do everything or just look to him to do everything. Each of us need to do our part. However we can. I mean, some people do it by donating to causes. Some people do it by trying to help support the families of the victims. Some people do it by help writing books, by making videos, by speaking out. There's lots of different ways you can do it and be helpful. And I would say, like I said, I believe there's some changes coming, but it's going to take time. I mean, we hope that, like I said, we hope that the Brexit Party is going to do some good. I mean, Nigel Farage is out there preaching against socialism, so we don't know how much good he can do or what he can do, but like I said, we don't know if it's going to be quite enough to help the country. We don't know if he's going to be standing for the equal justice or not. And so it's really up to the people to work for change. And I said, it seems like that for Britain is the way to go if the UKIP is just collapsing and not planning on making a stand. So I would say the priority right now, besides protecting Tommy and speaking up and fighting that way, is protecting the girls. The ones who are vulnerable, the girls and the families, the poor, the ones who are the most vulnerable, the ones who are getting attacked and targeted by these rapists. So, I mean, even if you have an organization that can help, protect them, like help them move away or help them get to another country, even if they have to, and just saying if the bad guys are contacting these kids through social media, don't let the kids have social media. Absolutely not. Just try to stop up all the avenues of the ways these rapists get to the kids. So we need to think of protecting them and protecting and preventing, and like I said, and rehabilitating, helping the victims in life, and just preventing. So I mean, if you think of some ways to protect these girls and prevent these cases from happening, that would also be a good place to start. Like I said, as far as the change, to get these corrupt politicians out and exposed and tried, and it's going to take some time. So I would say the first priority, aside from protecting Tommy, is trying to protect the girls who are and families who are most vulnerable. So that should be high on the agenda. So no matter what happens at the sentencing, we are not giving up. We're going to keep fighting. And I know people of Britain, you've got your work cut out for you. People of Europe, you've got your work cut out for you. And remember my previous video, I said we need to turn back to God, and we need a Christian revival, get back to our Christian roots, and that's going to help pull us out of this spiral into destruction. That's what's going to help. We've got to pray. We've got to get back to God. And we're not giving up, no matter what Tommy's sentence is. And like I said, each of us need to be a Tommy. Like I said, they can't arrest us all. They can't get us all. And just be careful. So, maybe an underground movement needs to be started. Something just to help to clean up the corruption and protect the kids and bring these dastardly, nasty leftists and the corrupt conservatives, the ones that have gone left, bring them to justice once and for all. So, won't be stopping no matter what happens. And like I said, we're there to support Tommy all the way, to the end, all the way. So, thank you for watching. Love and prayers from America. I'm praying for the best outcome, and no matter what, we're going to see it through. We're going to. God bless. Let freedom ring.